Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a literature blog. So what we're going to cover today is exactly what a literature blog is, how to pick a niche and niche down. Next, we're going to discuss web hosting, why you need it, and how to get it. In fact, you can actually get your domain name for free for the first year if you follow my directions. Next, we are going to install WordPress. We are going to install a free and premium WordPress theme. I'll actually tell you about the differences there as well, and some changes you need to make to your website so that you can start getting traffic. After that, I'm going to show you how to start writing fast and easy, and then we're going to talk about different ways to make money, why you need to share your content on social media in the very beginning, and about how many blog posts you need to write. Be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description, as I will be referring to those links throughout the duration of this video. First things first, what is a literature blog? A literature blog is simply a blog where you are going to be answering customers' questions about a variety of topics. People are coming to the internet all day, every day, asking questions about literature, and you are going to solve those problems. So if we take a look at a few examples here, this is electricliterature.com. and they are writing on all sorts of topics literature related. If we look through here, you can see they're addressing a wide variety of issues. What I recommend in the very beginning, because your website's going to be small and has no domain authority, I recommend that you focus on one aspect of literature. Are you going to teach people how to study literature? Are you going to interpret it? What is your niche going to be? I recommend that you really focus on that because your website's going to be really small. Another example is haslit.net. You can see here, what does it mean to love a person who doesn't exist? What does it mean to love a person who does exist? An interview with Sally Rooney. As you can see, they are creating content on all sorts of literature. You could even do literature reviews. You can do interviews. There's a lot of options. What I recommend that you do, and one way to find keywords and topics, is to simply take a look at what these large websites are ranking for. What we're going to do is I'm going to take their domain name, which I'll cover in just a moment, and I'm going to enter it into a keyword research tool. When I hit enter, you're going to see that this website is ranking for all sorts of stuff. Our cat's psychic. As you can see, we can scroll through here, a song about shopping, the hanging man. There's all sorts of stuff that this website's ranking for. Now, because this website's fairly large and established, they have the ability to rank for words that have a fairly large keyword difficulty. Keyword difficulty basically means how difficult a brand new website could rank for keywords. It's a scale between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it's going to be. Now, what I recommend that you do for a brand new blog or website, find keywords that have a difficulty of 5 or less. As you can see, when I change it to 5 or less, you could create content about cats if you wanted to. You could talk about the shopping, as I mentioned, Jesse Jacobs. There's a lot of opportunity. So this is how you pick a niche and then niche down. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go over to our slide deck and we want to get web hosting. Now, in order for your website to be on the internet and for people to see it from around the world, it needs to be hosted somewhere. And you can work with the first link in the description, which is my #1 recommended web hosting provider. It's very beginner friendly and it's really easy to use. You can actually click that first link and they'll actually walk you through setting up your website step by step. What you'll have to do in order for a website to be seen is it has to be hosted on a hard drive called a server. And that first link will actually help you out with that. In fact, right now, I'm going to walk you through the steps of setting up your web hosting and your domain name. Now, your domain name is simply the name that humans, people, your readers, your audience are going to refer to your website as. For example, haslit.com or haslit.net is a domain name. And you can get your domain name for free for the first year. So let's go ahead and walk through the steps of setting up your web hosting and getting a domain name. Believe it or not, it only takes 10 minutes and you can have a brand new WordPress website. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But Again, enter in your contact information. The settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're gonna have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This one, first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here, and then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right hand side there. You'll see it in just a second, and then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon, and so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, so now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free theme. I'm going to show you in just a moment how to install a premium theme, and we've made some changes to our website so that we can actually start getting traffic. Right now you have a free basic theme. The problem with that basic theme is it has no additional features or functionality. If we take a look at our two examples here, these are premium WordPress themes. They have additional features and functionality, and it's more inviting. People are more willing to click on these blog posts because it's more entices the readers. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and get ourselves a premium theme. When you click the second link in the description, you can find a website where you can buy and download premium themes. When you click that second link in the description, you can type in literature, you can type in books, movies, really you can type in anything, and there are going to be done for you WordPress themes that you can buy and download right to your WordPress website. So as you can see here, there are all sorts of themes. One feature that you might want to look for is if you plan on selling products from your website, there are WordPress themes that already have that set up, so it actually makes your life much easier. What you can do is spend about 10 or 15 minutes and find a WordPress theme that you like. You are simply going to press this button to add it to your cart. You are going to check out, buy the WordPress theme, and then you're going to download a zip file to your computer. Once you get that zip file on your computer, you are going to unpack that zip file, and there's going to be a second zip file. We're going to take that second zip file and we are going to install it into our WordPress website, and we're going to do that right now, and I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is we are going to go over to Appearance and click on Themes. When you click on Themes, you're going to click on Add New. When you click on Add New, you're going to click on Upload Theme, and then you can drag and drop that second zip file right here, or you can choose to find it manually by clicking Choose File. Regardless of the method, you are going to click on Install Now and then Activate. Once you click on Activate, you are going to have a brand new looking WordPress website. So the next step is we go back over here is to start writing. And there are 3 questions that I normally get when it comes to starting a new blog or website. How do I start writing? How long should my blog post be? And how many blog posts should I write? So to start writing, we're going to go to Post, All Post, and then we are going to click on Add New. When you click on Add New, we are going to take a keyword that we found in our previous step. We are going to copy it. For example, let's do the cats one. We're going to copy this, and we are going to paste it as our title. The reason why we're doing it this way is we are optimizing our blog post to get discovered organically. We're optimizing for search, called search engine optimization. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put our title in 2 parts. This part is for the algorithm. The second part is for the human reader, the human element. So we'll say psychic cats, can they tell your future? Or something like that. And so this is designed to get people to click. So this is how you start a new blog post. Now again, the question that I always get is, how long should my blog post be? And the answer is, it really depends on the keyword, it depends on what your competitors are doing, and it really depends on how long it takes to answer the question. One way to get an idea of how long your blog post should be is simply to paste in your keyword here, and then we are going to open up this one, and then we'll open up haslit.net to get an idea. So if we go over here, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a word counter. Now, Vice isn't a great example simply because they're more of a news organization and not an actual blog. But if we right click, this is probably about maybe a 2,000 word blog post. If we look, okay, so it's only 1,100 words. If we look at haslit.net, if we scroll down here, this one's significantly, it might be the same length here. So if we right click, we go word count. Okay, so this one's close to 3,000. So what you probably want to do is maybe write closer to a 3,500 word blog post, because this is more aligned with what we're looking for. And to start writing, we're going to go back over to our WordPress website here. And what I like to do before I write a single sentence is simply to do a 10 or 15 minute brainstorming exercise. And during this brainstorming exercise, I start off with who, what, when, where, why, and how. And what I'll do is I'll simply use these 6 writing prompts and ask questions with regards to our keywords. Say, how are cats psychic? And what you're going to do is you are going to just go through and spend about 10 or 15 minutes in asking questions with regards to your keywords. And the reason why you'll do this is because it's actually going to help you write faster. You're going to have an outline, a rough outline of your blog post already set up, and it should make your writing faster and easier. So after about 10 minutes, you are going to keep the ones that you like and then just delete the ones that you don't like. The ones that you keep, you are going to turn these into H2s, and then you're simply going to answer the question. And once you are done answering the question, you've answered it fully, you are going to click on publish, and then the blog post will be alive for the world to see, hear, read, and react to. The next step is to figure out how to make money. Now, there are a number of ways to make money with your website. If we scroll up here, Vice does a good job of monetizing their website. They actually have a number of paid ads, and running ads on your website is going to be the easiest way to go. For example, there's an ad here. If we scroll down, this is a giant ad right here. The L word is a giant ad. There are a number of ad agencies, but I recommend that you start with Google Ads. Google Ads is a great place to start because they accept everyone regardless of the number of page views that you get, and it's really easy. You'll simply click on Get Started here, and they'll walk you through the entire process of getting set up. And then anytime you upload a brand new blog post, the ads will automatically be placed right on your website. The only drawback to Google Ads is that they do not pay you out very much at all. You actually will make pennies on the dollar with the Google Ads, but once you start getting significant traffic, you'll work with other ad networks like Mediavine, Ezoic, AdThrive, Media.net. These are just a few of the ad networks out there that you can work with and make significantly more money. Another way that you can make money with your website is with affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, it's simply recommending or selling other people's products and services. The way that affiliate marketing works is that you will go out and find affiliate programs or companies that are congruent or in line with your target audience and whatever it is you're talking about in that blog post. You'll apply to become an affiliate, and if you are accepted, you'll actually get affiliate links that you can place right into your blog or website. Now, the key to affiliate marketing is simply finding products that are going to be in line or congruent with your target audience. If you are writing about a book, you could potentially become an affiliate for Amazon and recommend that book. It will not help you at all if you promote random things that aren't congruent or in line with your target audience. For example, if we're talking about a literature, a new book, and we start talking about the NBA or basketball, no one's going to click on those links and buy, and you will have wasted your time and energy. And another way that you could actually make money is to sell your own physical or digital products. Maybe you have a book of nonfiction that you want to sell. You can sell that right on your website. That is outside the scope of this video, but it's really, really easy. And as I mentioned, some of these WordPress themes actually include that feature as well. So it's another benefit of using a premium WordPress theme. Now, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, click the third link in the description. That'll actually take you to a free course where you'll learn about affiliate marketing step by step. The next step is to share your content on social media. I recommend that you share every blog post in the very beginning on social media, simply because your content will not be on the search engines right away. Google doesn't trust your content, and so it does take a little while for them to compare your content to the content that's already out on the market to make sure that you are bringing new and fresh ideas. So if you share your content in relevant places, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it, you can share it there as long as it's congruent or in line with your target audience. Once again, you want to find Facebook groups that are talking about literature or lit reviews or book reviews and share your content there. It wouldn't help you at all to share your new blog or website that's about English lit. Sharing it in the MBA Facebook group, that would not help you out at all. So make sure you are finding relevant groups and sharing it there. And then the final question that I get the most is, how many blog posts should I write? And this is a personal opinion. I think you should set a goal of 50 blog posts. Now, the reason why I think 50 is a good goal is because you are going to set yourself apart from many other bloggers that stop after 10 or 20. You are going to have 50 keywords out in the world to potentially rank on, and you will become a better writer. You'll become a faster writer. You'll know exactly what your customers want, and that will help you out. So I think 50 is a good goal to shoot for. You should write every day for 50 days or every other day for 100 days. Regardless of when you write, how much you write, your goal should be 50. Be sure to check out the 3 links in the description. The first link is to web hosting. The second link is to a premium WordPress theme. And the third one is to a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell if this video or any other video on this channel helped you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.